Yeah, and yesterday, of course, it was pretty wild and unruly out there, but our male surfers made full use of it. We're going to start today, ladies first, Johanne Defay and Gabrielle Bryan. Laura, you've been on the entire season throughout 2022. I feel like both these surfers are peaking at the right time. Johanne Defay representing France via Reunion Island. Gabrielle Bryan, Team USA from the island of Kauai. And it's all about who is going to start this day off. And here we go. Johanne Defay, the veteran, coming around a big section and nothing else available. So just like we saw on opening day, the waves have that quick break and then a dissipation.
Taking off behind the peak and trying to get that turn right in the pocket is where we're going to see the biggest scores, as we see Gabby up and riding now.
You know, she was able to get up quick. 2 turns down for Gabrielle Bryan. She did use her priority on this wave. There's our first look at the backwash situation for today. Nice to see that it didn't really affect her on the outside of that wave.
For Johanne Defay to get that finish.
So this first wave for Gabrielle Bryan came through at a 3.67. This will be a nice way for us to kind of compare and contrast these opening waves. I feel like Johanne Defay just had a little more energy, a little more excitement. It was a better wave, a bigger wave. It'll be interesting to see the score that can really kind of set the table for us in what the judges are looking for.
Yeah, Gabby's wave there, just quite a small wave compared to Johanne's. You can actually see Johanne's set looming in the background here. But, you know, looking fast on her board, that mayhem under her feet, looking super, super spicy. So I love Gabby just getting on the board there, 3.67. I don't think it's going to factor in at the end of this heat.
And right behind Gabriella's wave, Johanne Defay now activating on her backhand. Quick setup snap there. Waiting for something critical on the inside. She gets it, a solid finish, and she rides out clean.
Wow.
And right there, the sound you heard, that is a great illustration of these Brazilian fans on the beach.
Oh, that was so well timed. I cannot believe that was this is such a hard section, you know, just getting these early turns done, getting the work done, but here to time this and hit up and over that oncoming section and push through the foam there, that was impeccable timing and poise by Johanne Defay there. So this is a really nice way to start off her campaign. First 2 turns, you know, a bit softer, but just getting the work done, placing it there, but that last turn was explosive, and I think the judges are going to really like that.
Kaipo, the judges have been putting a lot of weight on the finishing maneuver. We saw a couple turns yesterday that basically were the difference between a 5 and a 7. So what do you think Johanne Defay will be rewarded for in this final turn?
Well, it's going to be the best wave of the heat so far. That's an easy call, and the finish is really important. You can see it in slow motion right now, the timing on that lip glide, and be able to get out in front of that explosion. But still, that doesn't clear the water for you, does it? As you can see, it's really difficult with a lot of this backwash.
In 22 minutes, 45 seconds, we'll see what happens there. But we've got a lot of surfing left. Johanne Defay now, again on her backhand. Nice quick turn to start things off. This is where things start to get a little bit tricky on the inside. This wave could have a little bonus section for Johanne. So right there, that was a very similar ride to her opening wave. Maybe not as impactful, but still had the chance to get 3 turns down the line.
Early on in this heat, and again, looking at this replay, Laura, it was just the smoothness that she's able to put together. The timing, the tempo on the backhand. We talked about that at the beginning of the heat, and Johanne so far has been delivering. Yeah,
super smooth, nothing too dynamic. I'm actually going to be curious to see if the judges think she rode out of this last turn before she jumped on her belly, but super smooth. I love Johanne surfing here. It was quite foamy and hard to ride, and nothing too dynamic. I think it'll probably be, you know, a bit of a mid-range score, but yeah, just finishing it off here. But she did jump on her belly pretty soon.
17:47 to go. It's going to be Gabrielle Bryan now. Much better start to this wave. You can feel the tempo increase. The rookie putting some pressure now on Johanne Defay.
Great answer back for Gabrielle Bryan. We'll check out this replay, Laura, and precise placement of those top turns.
Yeah, I love that. I love the second one especially. It just seemed like she just wanted to make sure she made.
Johanne Defay with a 6.33 to start. Backs that up quickly with a 3.57. Gabrielle Bryan has answered back. She has a 3.67 and just posted a 6-point ride So now we're looking at a tightened up super heat.
Here she goes, taking off. This had a nice bowly section at a huge first turn, throwing buckets of spray off there, but just the one turn. So, you know, she got that 6-point ride, and I love that. Amazing timing, so critical, and drops down the face there. But yeah, throwing a huge fan of spray. Let's see if any of the girls can get in position. Johanne Defay looks like she is.
Right in the sweet spot, it's Johanne Defay. Beautiful high-speed bottom turn, snap, free falling, hits the eject button, but not after doing the turn of the day so far. Anytime you can add a dramatic flair to the end of your turn, make it look dangerous, make it exciting for the judges, telling us that this was great surfing.
This was an absolute bomb. Unfortunately, her feet sort of came off the board there, and it you know, got her a bit off balance to get into that second turn. But look at this, one of the most beautiful looking waves, bashes up into the lip, but yeah, her feet came disconnected, so she just didn't have that momentum to try and get up there for the second turn. How beautiful is this, Kaipo?
She did a good job right here of just pulling this, because look at how extended she gets. That's a difficult situation. Full body extended. Was able to get the board back underneath her feet for that extension. I'm sure she would have wanted to be in a more ready position.
Would have been so cool to see her, you know, get two in there. Gabby's up and riding, quick one there.
Quick up and out. Yeah, sometimes, you know, even though she was doing everything right, you know, as unpredictable as these waves are, a mistake.
Female representative on the Brazil side left, and I'm excited for that heat.
There's Johanne Defay right back at it. Quick combo there. Has some nice opportunities through this inside section. So our first 4-turn combination of the day. The second turn probably being the most impactful of that wave. So Johanne staying busy. That'll be her 6th wave ridden. Johanne Defay, nicely done.
Jojo, with a really good tempo through this wave, has the opportunity to get 1, 2, 3. Let's make it 4 for the finish, and a little bit of a fist pump feeling that one and thinking that she just improved upon her scoreline. Pretty smooth surfing, Laura.
Yeah, I did love this from Johanne. A small wave. I think she got this on the paddle back out, actually. She decided not to take the jet ski, and just nice, smooth surfing. Nothing too dynamic, but, you know, just getting the 4 turns in, and I think she'll definitely better her, well, in my opinion, better that 4-2-3, but let's see what the judges think. It was, yeah, very nice and smooth.
Congratulations, Johanne Defay, advancing through semifinal heat number 1. Your first finalist of the Oi Rio Pro presented by Corona is Johanne Defay.